Yo, new landlords, listen up. The biggest fear that I get from a lot of landlords is I don't want to get into the game because I'm scared of putting the wrong tenant and I'm going to lose all my money. And guess what? I've been there. I've done it. I put the wrong people in and I didn't do these key factors, these key things, and it caused me to lose money. So don't do what I did. So let's get right into how to vet these tenants. What's up, guys? Before I even start, my name is Tran. I'm a local real estate investor here in the Bay Area. I own $8 million in real estate portfolio. I got $40,000 a month in passive income, and I've made a lot of mistakes. So trust me, learn from them. Don't make the same one because it hurt, but it doesn't have to. So the first thing you got to do is the very basic. You got to run credit checks. You got to see that they have a good score or a bad score. Now, it's easy to say, hey, great, this guy's got a good score, no problem. But what if, you don't get a lot of people submitting applications to rent your property and your location isn't in the best? So you got to ask yourself, do they have no credit because they're newly in the country or they're young? If the answer is no, and it's not like super bad, you got to go on to the next step, which is employment verification. You got to see where they're working. You got to talk to their boss. If it's a company, I call the company directly. So pick up the phone, call them, say, hey, this person applied for a home. Does he work for you guys? How is he as a worker? Does he show up late? How long has he been working there? How much does he get paid? Now, they're never gonna give you exactly how much you make, but just throw out a number, because what you wanna see is that they make at least 3 times the monthly rent. It's when they don't make 3 times and then there's something wrong with their car, or that month they just didn't work as much. That's a key sign that you're not gonna get your rent on time. Matter of fact, you might not get your rent at all. The third thing is, and this really applies if you're the actual one showing the property, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but you should definitely keep an eye out for some signs. And from that, I'll leave up to your imagination, all right? The next one, guys. Now, typically, I like to see what kind of car they're driving. Now, I don't mean like, is it a Benz, a BMW? No. I wanna see, is the car beat up? Is it clean? Do they wash it? If you open the door, is it a bunch of garbage in there? Because chances are, if that's how they treat their car, that's how they're gonna treat your house. Another tip is through the credit check and the background check, and this is even done through Zillow, it will tell you where they lived in the past, right? And so what I tend to do is I try to find the landlord and I call the landlord and I say, hey, X, Y, and Z is thinking about renting my unit. What do you think? Now, this I don't always say is a very good indicator, because chances are if they're moving out of this unit, sometimes the landlord wants them out and they're like, dude, they were terrible tenants, but I want them out of my property. So I'm gonna tell the new landlord like, they were great. But that's why you gotta go back like sometimes 2 landlords ago. And that landlord is probably gonna be more honest with you than the one that is just housing them currently. There are a lot more tips, guys, but you know where to find them? In my school community. Join it, where I actually go through live calls, and that's free. And we can kind of go through and say, this is what's happening. This is the tenant profile. This is where he works, but there's something giving me the EBGBs. That's where I can really give you some real insights. So if you want to learn more, join my school community or comment down below some of the messages. And then what I'll do is I'll take those messages, I'll make a video response, or I'll respond to you on the spot. So guys, don't be afraid to put the wrong tenant in. It's gonna happen. It's the name of the game. But again, if you follow some of my rules, the likelihood of getting a bad tenant will go down. And if you are a tenant and you're taking this, I don't know, man, hopefully this helps you get a place to rent too. So give me a like, give me a sub. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.